everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Weblog. We are Saturday, March the 19th, 2016. Is there something about 319? I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, this week just had everything by day, which some argue could be, the lower common denominator for nerds all around the world, because obviously I don't think, and it's something that I thought was always weird, pi, when you're not studying at a high degree, when you're not studying maths and physics in later than high school, you always feel that it's weird that there's this number that you use and that is defined, its value is not entirely known, but it's defined as one of the most important numbers in maths, and then you only use it by it's double, and you're like, but isn't there something that it's just the double of pi? And there was this video, I think it was in 2012, I'm not sure it was in 2012, it might have been for Pi Day, though Pi Day, the true Pi Day was only last year. I don't remember the YouTuber, but she was making a case about how much pi was full of shit, basically, and that we should use tau, which is its value is 2 pi. So yeah, 2 pi is actually one of the very important values in math. Like when you're calculating the circumference of a circle, it's 2 pi times the radius, and if you use tau, it's just tau times the radius. So obviously you can use pi by itself by just multiplying it by the diameter, but the formula that you learn is 2 times pi times the radius of the circle. So yeah, there's also in trigonometry where I don't know the name of the unit, but I will say it in French with an English accent, the radian, and the angle of a circle, it's 360 degrees, and it's 2 pi radians, which doesn't make a lot of sense, because like there's one thing and it's 2 times something. Could we use something that is just once, and since that exists, I don't know why that wouldn't be replaced in textbooks. I mean, that's gonna be, there would be a need for a lot of lobbying, but you kind of see the use. Of course, you would need to introduce pi, because I do think there are a couple of formulas where you use pi by itself, like maybe the area of a circle, which is the radius times pi square, so there's this point. Obviously it would be complicating stuff to do the radius times tau divided by 2 and the whole thing squared. That would be weird, and not really useful. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so there was Pi Day on Monday, I think. On Monday, 3:14, 3:15 had nothing, 3:16, Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously, but it's only for wrestling fans. And then there was on the very next day, um, St. Patrick's Day. So if you observe both of those days, you're getting wasted twice in the middle of the week. That's I don't think that's healthy. Yeah. And to me, it was basically, I'm staying awake until the end of the night, I guess. At this point, I think it's only a bit past 5 a.m. So it's not better than yesterday or the last couple of days where I recorded stuff at 6 in the morning. But I mean, it's not. It is better, but it's not really that much better. Um, yeah. So today I watched the second movie of the Digimon Adventure Tri series, which in Japan is released as movies, but apparently outside of Japan it's four episodes by four, you know. So that's pretty much it. And since there will be 6 movies, that's 24 episodes. So pretty much a 2-car series. Yeah. Uh, the second movie just wasn't good, you know. There was poor animation, too much slice of life bullshit. I mean, the title is Digimon Adventures, and I do think that, I don't know, maybe 60% of the content of this movie could have just been thrown out of the window. Because, I mean, you're making an onsen plus the baths and the school festival both in the same movie, and you're like, I mean, at least I liked more the drama of the first movie, not knowing whether Taichi would actually come back and fight. You know, they pretty much did the same with Joe, but Joe was something that you could see coming because he actually wasn't the most adventurous guy in Digimon. You know, he really was the more down to earth dude. Like, I should accept fighting like that. But then he says, "Yeah, I never needed a reason. It was just that, yeah, I let Gomamon drift away." And I'm like, no, that's not just how you resolve a conflict. That's kind of dumb. But hey, what can I do, really? Yeah. But yeah, there was some piss poor animation. I'm still pissed about the 3D they use for the well, the 3D they use for the evolution. You know, I still think that it should have been animated by hand, or at least, I mean, I know that even in 3D it's animated by hand. I know how that works, but I wish it used more 2D. I think it would have helped it if it were in 2D. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much what my thoughts are on the second Digimon movie. Well, Digimon Adventure Tri, because second Digimon movie is I don't know, the literal translation would be our war game, but I think that the most common translation is children's war game. But yeah, it was a fairly okay movie, and that's the first movie where you actually see that Joe kind of backs off, doesn't want anymore into that whole DG destined stuff, you know, mainly because he's taking exams pretty seriously, and I didn't understand really what kind of exams those were, but it turned out it's just exams to enter high school, and I mean, that always looked weird to me. Like, they looked so much older, you know, than well, middle school students. Yeah, and still today, they still look like they could be in high school. Also, yeah, there was something about the temporality of Digimon, the Digimon Adventure Try. It's happening in 2004, so that kind of explains why they're still using flip phones. I know that Japan still uses flip phones because they were the first with the Bluetooth to do stuff. How is it called? The fucking tags. That's just where, oh my god, such technology. I'm like, what's going on? Japan has been using that for so many years. Like, they don't even really use SMS. They use mail, even though that's pretty much the same as SMS for them. Text messaging. What else could I tell today? Well, there's really nothing that's happened today. As I was saying in yesterday's video blog, I noticed that because of the choices, apparently the new app still keeps your choices for video publishing. So because of the flickering light saga that's currently going on, and that's currently unlisted until I decide what I'm going to do with that, because there's lots of strobing lights obviously, so that's kind of a thing that's kind of a hazard. Yeah. Because that's unlisted, I uploaded, I think it was Thursday's video blog. It was unlisted, and then I put it on public, and it kind of looked like I had two video blogs on the same day. Also, something that I really don't understand is, I fell asleep just right after starting the upload of yesterday's video blog, and it still was going pretty well when I woke up, despite the fact that I slept for almost 6 hours. So maybe it's the fact that it took 6 hours to reach the 90% that was normal, but I don't know really. I mean, today I'm gonna probably have about an hour and a half of upload until I fall asleep. So yeah, what's gonna happen tomorrow? I think I'm going to Montpellier tomorrow, because I need to move stuff out, and I still haven't received my messages, my mail, for if the notice for me leaving my apartment has been agreed, for the end of this month. So I need to make an appointment for, to give back the keys, or if it's going to be next month, in case, it's really important, because if it's this month, I only have to pay this month rent, and if it's not, I also have to pay next month's rent. So that's kind of a pickle, because next year, if I have to redo my year, I won't be able to get a scholarship on social grounds. So I'm gonna have to look for an apartment, and that's going to be a little more expensive, I guess. So I need to save money through my scholarship this year, pretty much. I still have, we're in March. I haven't received March, April, May, June. That's about 1,200 euros. It's not a lot when you think about it. That's only like 3 months of rent at 400 euros, which is pretty much the rent of apartments in Montpellier. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.